Hello everyone, welcome back to my Let's Play Expeditions Viking. So I've just fired up my save that I left off last time. So in the last video that I made, I travelled from my homestead in Skjern to the town of Ribe. So that's where I am now. And I encountered basically the remnants of Gunnar's Viking longship crew or whatever, and we've killed them and then taken their ship, and we've salvaged the ship for wood, and I'll use that wood to upgrade my homestead. So just before I get started, one thing I haven't actually done is explained what these materials down the bottom here are. So we've got salvage. Salvage is used in crafting, and I mean, if I mouse over it, it says exactly what it does, so I'm going to do that. So salvage, used to craft weapons and armor, can be gained by recycling unused equipment in the inventory. Now how you do that is there's a button here that deconstructs the item. Now I think there are characters that have a bonus to doing this type of thing, so I think I could wait. I don't actually know if it makes a difference, but I think, for instance, there is a skill. If I go to here, it might be one of these. So there's repairing. So get more back while deconstructing. So it might be that if I'm in the camping menu, that if I get AIDIS to use that skill, I might get more salvage back. I'm not 100% sure if it's always using the main character's ability or not. Something I'm not 100% sure about. And then we've got medicine. So you turn that. That's used when you need to heal your party members, or herdmen, I guess they're called in this game, when in the camping menu. Valuables is money, using them to trade. Rations is the food that you eat while you're traveling. Herbs can be converted into medicine. Thralls are basically captives that you can use while working on your homestead. It just speeds up the creation of the upgrades. And meat can be eaten, but it is perishable, so it can be converted to rations. Okay, so let's do some more looting. One thing I think that this game has is it has an abundance of looting containers that don't really have that much in them. A lot of the things that you pick up aren't really, like, there are some useful things, but usually it's just like crafting components. Like string and cloth is something that you use when you're making armor and weapons, which I'm not going to be doing just yet, but I will probably be doing some crafting soon when I do a bit more camping. Just going to go around and just loot as much as I can. So this is the market. I don't know if I can actually... Oh yeah, I can. There's nothing in there. And there's a few more quests that I can do in Ribe. I don't actually think there's as many quests as I remember, because it's quite a physically large area, but there isn't actually that much content in it now that I think about it. I think there's maybe less than 10 quests overall. And most of the quests have some mild choice and consequence. So I think here, so this is the Jarl's Longhouse. So that was that white-haired woman that was at my father's feast at the start of the game, and I have to speak to her to basically advance the plot in order to be able to sail overseas. So I have to solve, I think, a mystery or something for her in her town before she'll let me hire mercenaries locally. Let's get these containers. So this is hide, so that's useful. It's helpful when crafting armor. I think it also might be used when repairing armor as well. Medicine. That's a chest. Sometimes there's some nice things in chests. So there's actually some items that I can use in combat, and armor oil is something you can use to craft armor. It can be a little bit annoying to rotate the camera to mouse over some of the containers. So one thing I don't really like about non-fixed position 3D cameras is sometimes you gotta fight the camera to sort of, you know, view the game how you want to view it. So that's a cam. I've done about 2/3 of the map so far. I can go in that. What is that house? Oh, that's, hang on a sec. What am I looking at here? I'm not 100% sure what's in there. I'm just going to save it, just in case. Right, okay, it's locked. Sulfuric smell. Maybe it's part of a quest. Here, there's been a fire in this area, and I believe I read once upon a time. Oh, hello. You're not like the rest of these people, are you? What do you want? I know who caused all this. Who caused it? A filthy sleaze named Vranga, my husband. So this is one of the quests in this town. She wants me to find her husband. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. I'd like to know more about you. Tradesman family. He's taken her family dowry, and apparently she's blaming him for the fire, which from memory is not actually the case. I think it was done by someone else. Let's have a look down here. Charred key. So I think that is part of a secret quest that I've never finished before, because I think in order to finish it, you have to have a sense skill that is quite high. Child's Charms, that's an amulet that gives +1 morale, so I'll probably have to give that to Aslife because his morale is usually the lowest when I play. So someone has suffocated, these children died in the smoke, and then that woman has been stabbed. So I think the game is kind of telling me that the fire started in that particular house. And then, yeah, there is a quest that I've heard about that is it's like not in the quest log. It's like one of those Steam achievements, but I've never completed it before. I don't think, like, I've only got 4 cents with my main character, so I don't think it'll be something that I'll be able to cover in this playthrough, unfortunately. Maybe you might be able to do it. I'll have to have a look online and see if there's a way for me to show it off. Back to looting some containers. So there's that guy that I spoke to in the last video that invited me to his house. Oh, this is a fight. I think I'm getting ambushed here. It's only 4 enemies. And they actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm surrounded here. They've got the jump on me, and there is 1 ranged character, and I am allowed to... No. Oh yes, so Gunnar can go next to that guy, but then he might get double teamed. I'm just going to check on the movement of the characters that I've got. So he does a shit ton of damage. I just have to make a decision. So Aslife doesn't have enough movement points. It might be because of an injury. Ah, yeah, so I still haven't healed him because he went down in the last fight at the docks, so he only has 1 movement point. So if I move a character into close to this guy, he's going to get a nice hit off. If I stay still, he can't use unbalanced. If I move Gunnar there, I can stop that guy from shooting, but he might get doubled by these 2, and I don't think any other character has enough. Oh, Nefia does. Okay, so what I might do is I'm going to move him here, and then maybe Nefia here. But then we're not flanking him, but it'll just give me a couple of characters that are in close range. Kettle needs to probably move back because I don't want him to get hit. So move him back in here. Oh, that is a poison trap. Damn it. Okay, at least he's out of the line of fire there. As life, I'm going to move him here. So that's unfortunate. Kettle's probably going to go down. I would consider reloading that because I didn't know that there was a trap there. But we'll see. I might be able to heal him with Rossiver. I don't think I have an antidote on hand, so I can cure the poison. Maybe. Do I have that skill? No, I don't. I don't have enough points.
I'll help.
Good one, thanks.
Yeah, so I think I've screwed this up already, and I'm going to consider reloading. Might have to use a numbing tincture. I don't know if I'm going to be doing enough damage. He's blocked. Got a good % chance to hit here. And then throw a rock. And if I do unbalance, that's not gonna... It's not gonna kill him though, is it? No, it's not. That's unfortunate. Maybe throw a rock. I don't think it's gonna work. No. And as life. I do not have. I can switch to ranged actually and shoot that guy, and even that won't do enough damage. I've also got heavy swing, which is a new ability. I can't move out of the way there. So I've put Nephir in a shit spot. I'm going to reload this. Actually, no, I'll fight on, but I'm not liking how I've started this out. I think my main character's dead. I think Gunnar's dead, and then I'm going to win, but no, I'm going to reload it. Screwed that up. Alright, so what was that autosave? It might have been just after talking to the woman. And then I can't remember exactly which direction that I went to get into the fight. I think it might have been over here somewhere. Where was I going? Was it? Oh, it was over here. Alright, let's try this again. Do I have that quest in the log? I must have spoken to her, right? Quest log. Yep, okay. And then where was the fight? I'll just leave this box while I'm looking for it. It was over here somewhere. Ah, here we go. Yeah. So it was these guys. Alright, so I guess this is kind of like cheating. So I know that by walking into that area, I'm going to trigger the combat. So I'm going to go around a different way. So I didn't like my position there. Just do the looting of these containers before I do it. Coming from this side, I reckon this will I'll be able to get a bit of a better start. There we go. All right, so I think this is better because then I don't get trucked by this guy. Has to run for one turn. I won't get trucked. Skilled rogue. Can't get in. I don't think there's any character that can actually get in range of this guy. So he's going to come in probably to attack my PC. Go with this. So that didn't take much damage from that guy. He's going to probably do a scatter shot again. Gives me a bunch of debuffs. So 2 scatter shots. I mean, all of my characters are now debuffed, but they haven't taken damage. So I can use. Then I can go. I might need to go unbalanced on this guy. Nephew can just left click him and then just down. So yeah, so this is a much better start. And how you like the starting fight positioning in this game is so important. Like it makes all the difference. So if you like, you know, the way that I started that last time, I was pretty much going to have 2 characters dead in the second round, whereas now I've killed one of theirs because I was able to sort of set it up. I was using a bit of metagaming knowledge, I guess, but that's one of the things that you can do in games. You can do that. You can reload and do something a little bit differently. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for the slingshot. I can kill that guy in the next turn with Ketil, I think. It might even be worth using this quick shot because that means that I get a second shot, and even though it won't have the best chance to hit, it might hit. 46%, that's not nothing. Yeah, didn't hit, but it was worth a try. Might use Gunnar to get into melee range of that guy, and I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to get Nephew to come up behind me. Roscoe. I'm going to move up some points here as well. Alright, so he's probably going to hit the Anders, and then this guy's probably just going to attack Gunnar. That should be okay. Did a lot of damage. Alright. Can I go throw a rock? And then I have to do unbalance myself, I think. As life still doesn't have, because he's hurt, so he's probably got a leg injury. It's just a matter of ranging shot. And I'm going to use quick shot. 76%. It's good. It's a good percentage. All right. So now I can use the sling to kill that guy. And then, here's the thing, Gunnar, I can use the numbing tincture. He has an action. I'm going to use a tactical move and get away from that guy. If I come in with Nefia. And then, I think, should be fine from here. You're kidding me. How did that character avoid attack of opportunity? Oh, I must have the feat that lets you walk around people. Ah, dear. So these are probably schoolies men. Medallion, exotic necklace. Alright, so we've got to find out who these people were. I think I might still have non-lethal combat on. That might be why I'm not getting any critical hits on people. Yeah, it was annoying that I got taken down in the last fight by that cunning rogue character that slipped around Nefia and got in a final hit. Whoa. I do like to try and win fights outright, but it's probably not worth reloading again to redo. So now I've got to ask someone in the market about who those people might be. Maybe there's a skill point cam. I'm going to have a look at upgrading some skills in a little bit. And I probably need to start working on camping skills as well. So I think that's all the cairns in this area. Cairns. Pardon my accent. I had a friend that used to like playing the Necromancer when we played Diablo 2 when we were kids, and he would say, you take the monsters, I'll take the barrels, because his minions did all the work for him. My girlfriend talking on the phone in the other room because I'm sitting in here by myself playing this. She might ditch me for the day. We'll see. Alright, so I've been in there. I think I've been sort of only really have to go into this area over here to sort of clear out all the containers. Let's just have a quick look at the progress of the homestead. So I think I was upgrading the farms. Rank 1, 4 days remaining. That's quite a long time actually. So you can delay your expedition to get some extra homestead upgrades in, which I think I might do. We'll see. Because basically, if I have to reiterate, so the aim of the game is to, well, you don't have to do this. If you get a good, I think you got to get 100 points of either power or prosperity, and then you get the good ending. You're eligible for the good ending in the game. Whereas if you don't get that amount, I think I've never actually done a playthrough where I haven't got one of those levels to 100. I think in the last 1 or 2, I had both of them at 100 when I finished the game. But yeah, it is possible to finish the game with under 100 in both of those scores, and then you get what's called the bad ending, I guess, where I think Skullcleaver might end up taking over your homestead, or being, yeah, becoming your lord, I guess. Maybe you still get to fight him, I'm not 100% sure. It looks like there's something going on here, hey? This is one of the side quests in the game. This reminds me of a quest in Baldur's Gate 2 that's in Baragost. This particular one. About the two families. Were you fighting over that pig? I am Anders, son of Orleif, Thane of Skirn. That's a mouthful, that's funny. I'll clear this mess up. About the pig. Examine the pig. What is Maydol's claim? So apparently there's a dispute over a pig. I've got to decide who gets to keep the pig. So I've got to go and talk to the relevant parties. I think this is one of those cases where it's not necessarily about who is right, it's about what benefits me the most. And I think there is a particular decision that is more beneficial if I choose it. Because my aim in the game is to mount an expedition to Britain, and to do that I need resources. So anyone who's able to provide me such resources, I'm going to choose them instead. Now that quest was over. That was the guy selling equipment, right? So I think it is worth probably buying the rest of his equipment when I can afford it, when I got some more money, because I can turn it into salvage. I'm going to talk to this Mardol guy, because I think that was part of the quest that I just took. I'm here to see a man about a pig. They cut new markings to... Oh, okay, so he's claiming that they've put their own brand on the pig. And then those thieving Helftinsons are trying to take away what little we have. Again! So Mardelson or Helftinson? Some descriptive text that I'm not going to bother with. The Helftinsons stole the hog. Tell me about the Helftinsons. Arranged a liquidation of my fraternal sibling. Homicide is an inordinate compensation. Their malfeasance was left unpenalized. Yeah, are you using all those big words to make me feel stupid? And you can try and match his pointless long words, or I'm just going to go never mind. I don't really care about that. I can't remember who has the best reward. So there's 2 more items that I can buy. So we've got the spear and the sling. He said something about armor, which I think I might have declined. at some point. So I need to put this charm on as life. Tripwire grease pot. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make a save, and then I'm going to see which reward is better, and then I'm going to choose that one, because from memory, I don't know where that guy was. This is one of the things that's a little bit annoying about the design of the maps in this game, is even though they're... Actually, I guess it's not too dissimilar to how Baldur's Gate 2 was. It's a little bit difficult to remember where that guy was actually standing. I think he's over here, maybe. Yeah, it was this guy. Time is only advanced by traveling, so even though I'm spending a lot of time in this area, I'm not speeding up the construction of my homestead. So let's make a save. I'm ready to make my decision. The pig is yours. Yes, so that was the correct one. So I've gained 40 wood. That was what I was looking for. So I think your reputation is increased twice after, increased with the faction, the Ribe faction. There is like a reputation system that is in place. I can't remember exactly. Yeah, here it is. It doesn't have a major impact on the game, as far as I know. So they've got reputation 11. I think maybe it can affect the outcome of some quests. It's increased my reputation with Ribe, which is the town that I'm in. And that 40 wood will be helpful. Alright, let's go and do this one. I'm just going to have a quick look at the stats. So I think some people, yeah, so Rosfer is eligible for another bump. So I can upgrade her sling skill to give a bit more damage. I can't upgrade witchcraft at this stage. Actually, healing would be good. I'm going to do that. Gunnar's got 12. Aslife 6. Nephew 5. What am I waiting on here? I can upgrade his dual wielding skill. Increase the offhand weapon damage to 80%. Let's do that. Gives him a bit more damage and I get another active ability. Aslife, I can upgrade the throwing skill. Increases the range a little bit. Sure. So it just gives me one extra tile of throwing range. I really need to get him the charge ability because he doesn't have it. So maybe I'll save up for that next. This is a quest to get inside here. Do Jarl Ragnhilda's Huskarls usually complain this much? Okay, so there's food for a feast outside. Why is there a feast prepared but no one at the tables? The Jarl is seeing a visiting Godai and his followers. There's people inside. And there's food and drink sitting outside. And so let's eat and drink some of it. And then we have a drinking and eating competition at hand. I'm feeling a bit thirsty and there is plenty of ale. And my character's got 9 strength and I've got 7 endurance. So I'm going to challenge this guy to a drinking competition. I can't be bothered narrating the descriptive text, but we've drunk once. The beer is bitter with a hint of sweet gale. So cup 1 is down. We're up to cup number 2. And my PC is now intoxicated. I can call a draw, but I think I'm going to keep going. So 3 beers in. Unfortunately, I can't beat him. So 3 beers and I called a draw. And then I'm going to shake his hand. Now I'm going to try and out-eat this guy. I'll challenge him. We're eating horse meat currently. Let's go again. We're going with buttered carrots and peas this time. And I'm going to try and eat him again. Smoked salmon glazed with honey and hazelnuts. And it's not, I'm gonna vomit. And unfortunately I lost that one. And the Jarl has come outside. Wait, no, I don't want to know. If you're here to see me, I have time now. And you two go tell Grima to send 2 new guards to replace you. So I drew I drew in the drinking competition against Sigmund, but I lost the eating competition against Nuki. I think that maybe Gunnar might have been a better choice because he's got 8 endurance and 10 strength, which is better than me. Unfortunately, yeah, didn't. I think it's possible to win one and draw one. Alright, let's talk to the Jarl. I seek your permission to recruit a crew from my ship. I'm going to ask about I was ambushed near the blacksmith. All I have to go on is this medallion. Talk to the Gidja in the temple. And then we'll ask about the marsh that we've heard about. So we will go and have a look at what's going on in the marsh. And then I seek permission to recruit for a crew for my ship for an expedition. And then I'm going to say why. I'm working on it. Meanwhile, I'm simply here to assemble a crew and then asking about the market. Alright, that's all good. I can loot from in here, but oh, there's actually some containers which I can steal from without getting decreased reputation, so I'm going to go and do those. I think it's just those 2. There wasn't really anything useful. Yeah. Alright, let's go back outside. Might take a little bit to load because the load time for this, oh, actually that wasn't too bad. Alright, so now I think I'm just doing, there's this area where that's a little bit black over here. I'm going to run down here and see if there's any containers. I'm going to go to the temple to talk to the Gidja that's there, and then I think I need to rest. So you can't rest in town in this game. There's no inn or anything like that, so I'm going to have to leave town and go to a campsite and then rest there and come back because I need to heal some injuries from some of my characters. There is things that I can loot here. Let's go to the temple. I do have 50 valuables, so I can make that donation now, which I think I'll do. I missed a, oh yeah, so there's also this quest, but I think I'm going to go and heal myself before I do that, because you have to kick these, guys out of this area. Apparently they're vagrant kids, and they don't go down without a fight either. Do you recognize? They are neither of the Asir or the Vanir. I'd like to make an offering. Oh, I need 50 rations. 50 rations, okay. So I need to make rations to be able to do that. How many rations have I got? 43, so I can't do that yet. I thought it was valuables. Alright, so let's leave the area, go and do some camping, come back and maybe take on the 2 fights. I might have a look at crafting as well while I'm camping. I'm going to go to an unoccupied campsite because I can't be bothered fighting before camping at this stage. Okay, so I need to use Roskva to do some healing. So instead of doing witchcraft, we need to heal Anders and heal Aslife. I think that should be fine there. Adis, we've got cooking and we've got preserving. I think repairing is a good idea. We'll repair the hide armor. I need to spec her up with well rested so I can get an extra action out of her while doing this. Guarding and hunting is good. I'm just gonna have a bit of a look at the. Oh, she can't do crafting. Okay, I need to skill someone up with crafting. Is there anyone that is actually skilled up in doing it? I don't think so. I have to look at that. That should be fine. I do need to repair my Gunar's axes as well, but it's not too bad. Make camp. Alright, that all went well. Everyone's back to uninjured status, but we're now well rested. Just gonna do a bit of scouting. Pick up some things in the forest, so that's what Nephew would have found, and then we can go back to Ribe. Picked up 1 cloth armor. Is that actually wearable by somebody? Let's have a look. It's badly damaged cloth armor, which isn't great. The game generally sorts equipment by how good it is, I think. Oh no, maybe it's just the newest item. So I don't think... Trophy Danax. Knife 3 to 6 damage. To 10, 15 to 21, 5 to 8 damage. That's a bit of a better knife. Actually, I'm going to swap that around. Alright. So maybe the rats, dilapidated homestead. This one can be a bit of a pain in the ass because from memory there's traps in this area. Do a save here. Alright. because they try and run away. I'm actually going to come from this entrance. They try and escape. Hey you, get out, this is welcome. Maybe I'll have to get the quest from somewhere else. I have to speak to someone about it from memory. I think it might be the Jarl, or maybe Scalagreamer. Over here. I might have to do it after another quest, but it's definitely a quest that I have to do. Let's just see what this guy has to say, if he has anything to say about not letting him have the pig back. You whore of the hell fountains. Okay. Nope, so I've got to go and sort that marsh stuff out. Alright, I might as well do this one, which is the ambush. This fight is pretty difficult. Sometimes it's taken me a few times to get it right. There have been other times where I've gotten it the first go. I'm not sure how well my party is spec'd. I think I have done it after I've come back from the marsh and then I had better equipment. I'm going to try it now. I'm going to see how we go. Do a save game. Oh, that's my save from 2 years ago that I don't want to get